Good is the leader in secure mobility solutions. So we've got a proud history of innovating in this space with over 80 patents in the space. But certainly what we've developed is the world's first secure mobility solution framework that allows organisations to look at how they use mobility to enable employees to mobilise their workforces and mobilise application workflow processes so that they can actually look at how they drive productivity initiatives across the organisation. I think in the early days of mobility, the promise was around how you actually drive collaboration and allow people to collaborate both employee to employee across the workforce, but also wherever they were located. Really, that has now stepped up to driving more of a productivity agenda. How do we actually make these devices that consumers are choosing a complete mobile workplace? So how does it actually enable app-to-app workflows for all of the things they've got in legacy platforms, as well as the new age of mobile applications, and allow them to work seamlessly without leaking data outside of that container? There's no question that any any mobile strategy will start at the security layer. You've got to have a comfort level, you've got a robust security framework in place, and that's why the DSD certification was so important, to give a comfort level to government agencies around what we were doing and how seriously we took that commitment. But once you've actually got that in place, it's really about what do you want to do with this device that goes beyond just taking the same processes you did with old technology and replicating it on this device. This is a touch environment. So how do we actually change that employee experience through the applications that allow them to do work in the field, but also change the citizen experience as they're interacting with that in a much more engaging way with the employees. So we really see that it's recognising that this is secure, that you're actually focused on the data and protecting the data, not the device. Because there's so many different devices, you can't possibly manage the security across hundreds of devices that are coming out. But then what do you actually want to do with that that's going to change that employee and citizen experience? And that's where Good is really focused. Certainly the real benefits come in terms of the way that they can actually redefine some of those processes, look at how they can drive efficiency and effectiveness out in the field, but also realise some of those productivity benefits and become an employer of choice by giving the tools to employees that on the devices they want to use that allow them to be completely productive while they're out in the field. But also the real promise in that is, how do I cut inefficient processes out of the system by using this device out in the field so that I can get an instant decision, process an application form for a citizen while I'm actually speaking with them. That's the real power of this, taking some of those costs out around inefficient processes. Technology in government has been a very important part of our commitment to the market. We're committed to the federal government down here, but also to the partnership with technology in government in terms of us being able to bring some of the learnings that we've had internationally with other government agencies and some of the really trusted and most security conscious networks in the world, but also to talk about some of the successes that we've had with some of the government agencies locally in Australia and share that with other agencies here. But also, it's a really important part for us to hear what it is that the local Australian government agencies are needing and be able to feed that back into our R&D efforts so that we continue to bring tailored solutions that are specific to the Australian marketplace. So it's been a very strong partnership for us.